And 3, 2, 1, boom. And we're back with another episode of Socratic Gamers. This episode brought to you by Zenreal Clothing Co. ZenrealClothingCo.com. Pick up your tees and support the podcast by using offer code SG Podcast for 20% off your order. Oh no, select items. Sorry, not your total order. Select items. Yeah. So we're back with the Socratic dialogue. This one is on the Mandalorian, but I'm sure we're gonna get into like Disney Plus stuff anyways. So first things first, what'd you think of Mandalorian? We're in episode 3 now.
Yeah, we just finished watching episode 3, so it's all spoilers here.
Yeah, super spoilers, so watch out for that. Actually, no, before we even talk about that, let's talk about the monopoly that Disney has on the market now. Well, the growing monopoly. So I was like, so we were talking about Disney Plus at like work, this like lunch thing.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, like doesn't Disney own like 40% of the market now? Does it? I don't know. I was gonna ask you. So
probably something like that. I mean, in the movie world, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. So like now that they're diversifying into like this live streaming, not live streaming, this streaming platform.
Yeah.
Now apparently like they're such a powerhouse, and like they're 40% of the market right now for things that are owned entertainment wise. So that's almost a monopoly, right? Because you're like, if you get like 50 or higher, like
I
you
think it's
basically
supposed to be
dominate
70,
the market, right? For a monopoly.
Yeah.
Or is
like
it oligopoly? No, oligopoly is like you own everything.
Yeah. I think you had to be like 70%.
Okay, so that's the rule. Because I was like, oh, okay, are we hitting almost that point where they? Yeah. But you know,
even Amazon's in that field too, right?
Exactly. Yeah, totally. But it's interesting when you think about like how. Okay, so it's like 40%, but that's all they're reporting on, because it's like, what about the side deal? So it's like, if my son owns a different part of the different company, but we don't claim it under Disney, it's still technically under our rule. See what I'm saying? It's like arm's reach.
Yeah, there could be some loopholes around there, sure.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, yeah, you own like 40% of the market, but that doesn't like take into account the arm's reach.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just thought that was pretty interesting. Overall, what do you think about Disney Plus so far? Satisfied, unsatisfied?
I'm pretty good with it.
Yeah, I like it too. It's nice.
It's just going back to all these old things that you like watched as a child.
Yeah, totally.
It's the nostalgia that's really like has a lot of people. I think they had what I read was like in the first date already 10 million subscribers.
Oh wow.
And it's only out currently, I believe, only out in 3 countries, and I think maybe
wow, okay. 10 million already.
I think end of this week it should be at maybe about 5 countries.
Nice.
Yeah.
But do you think it's like better than Netflix? Like, do you use Netflix more or less?
I'm mixing both, I guess.
Okay.
There's not enough new content yet because it's just started.
Right. So it's like, if you're gonna watch Disney Plus, you're just watching like the old stuff.
Yeah, old stuff. The only thing new mainly that I'm liking is Mandalorian, right? There is some other couple new episodes, no new shows on there, but that's not an interest to me.
Okay, but are they primarily focusing on like created content?
Yeah, so they are. There will be a bunch of new content probably by the end of the year.
Like proprietary, I guess that's what you call it.
Their own. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's get into Mandalorian. So what do we? Oh, actually, no. Actually, let's go back. So I guess they're like following the exact model of Netflix then, because Netflix is putting out some crazy movies, like that Ryan Reynolds one with the parkour guy that I said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one looks really good.
With
and it's like, wow, they're doing like, they're doing like some crazy production value stuff. And Netflix has also got Witcher, so it'll be interesting to see where all these things go. You know what I mean? Like. Mm-hmm. You know, it'd be really interesting. Like, all right, so how much do people usually pay for cable? Like $60, let's say.
Yeah, that's probably low, but yeah.
Right, it's probably low, but okay, so $60 per month. So then when Netflix came out, everyone's like, oh, sweet, like, I'm just gonna pay like $14.99, you know? And then all these other platforms, like you have Crave and like Amazon Prime and like now Disney Plus. So it's like at the end of it, you're gonna have like the plethora of platforms at the same price as paying cable, except it's way better.
It's still technically cheaper, but the thing is, the benefits here are that you can always unsubscribe anytime.
Totally, yeah.
So that's the thing that you couldn't do with cable.
Do you think like regular media is dead? Like, I don't even know why people still pay for ads. Like, for me, like, actually, especially as like a marketer.
You're talking about on TV?
When we're talking about like
No, there's
placements,
still
it's like, why?
there's still a huge market still there. Even though it is declining, it's still a big, like, the numbers are declining, but the numbers are still big, right?
I guess maybe we're in that transitionary period where it's like still the baby boomers are the ones who watch TV.
Yeah.
You know, but then like when you get the millennials, they're not watching TV as much, so it's like, what's the point in the future of paying for ads? Like, it's definitely on its way out, I think.
No, it is. I mean, you can already see them creating their own type of like Netflix sort of thing,
Right.
for their own stuff. But I don't know how well they're doing in that way.
You know, it'd be really cool because I was just thinking the only thing that I'm missing out for cable is local news.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it'd be cool to have like a dedicated TV somewhere on this wall that's just streaming like CP24.
Mm-hmm.
But then that would kind of feel like a dentist office or something. So it kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's Twitter for me. I get all my news from Twitter.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Even like the TTC stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think that was like beneficial until like I started taking it more, and then Tara's like, "Oh, watch out! There's like a delay." So when I was going home, I was using the Twitter feed to be like, "Okay, is this the good time to go home right now?" Because like something was broken down.
Right. Yeah. So Twitter is the way for me.
I feel like we're looking for faster and faster means to like access our data.
Yeah.
And information.
Yeah.
I remember slowly getting there. I don't know. I feel like news channels are still. It'll be fascinating to see like a 24-hour YouTube news channel. You know what I mean? Instead of like CP24. Because we're in Toronto, right?
Yeah.
Like, so that's our local news. But like, if they had like a local news channel that was like streamed on YouTube, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because they have those chill playlists, you know, like Chilled Cow, and then all they're doing is playing like music for 24/7. It's like live.
Yeah,
sort of like that.
I mean, they might do something like that. I don't know. Like they have to, in order for them to survive, they will need to do something. Yeah.
And I also get like my local entertainment stuff from like Instagram, like BlogTO. You know, which actually got me like thinking about like consumer, like how we consume social media, because I was listening to the way people like use social media, right? Like, so it's like, well, why would you post, right? For you don't really post because it's like, well, I don't really do anything on there, you know what I mean? So you use it as like a resource.
Yeah.
I use it as like a platform and a resource because like I'll find my news out there, but like I use this platform to like get ideas out there. But like I just don't like there's like also the consumer level where it's like you're posting about your life.
Yeah.
Like I never really understood personally when people are like, oh, like FOMO or like showing your best life on like social media.
Yeah. Right.
Because I don't really follow those kinds of people, so it's like, you know, I feel like the issues that we have would easily be resolved with your follow list. Just don't follow those people.
Yeah, but yeah, that's technically what happens, I guess. Yeah.
But then I thought this was kind of funny because like I was listening to people how they use it, and they're like, oh, like I love the mute button because like you follow somebody because it's like polite, but then you just like use the mute button. So okay. But I'm like, just don't follow them, man. It's weird.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Anyways, or this is a cool idea. If somebody listens to podcasts and creates it, oops for your idea that just got out. But it'd be cool if Instagram had groups. You know, like Twitter has groups, so like you can adjust your feed according to the group. So it's like
groups. I don't know.
So okay, like just think of it like if you click on this group, it'll only have things related to this topic. So it's like you'll create a group of newsfeed, you'll create a group of tech, you'll create a group of friends and family. So rather than like with Instagram, you're seeing all of it at once. You can click on like different groups and then see different segments of your follow list.
Okay.
Twitter does it.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't use it that much. I just go to like I normally just look at the news section or the trending section.
Okay, so that would that would technically it's like that's similar to groups, but not really, because like you're getting like a live feed, but like groups would be like you're lumping whoever you want into a specific group category. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool for Instagram too. But I mean, I wouldn't use it because like I only follow people that
I don't like. I don't know. It's just I feel like that's a little too much time of me spending on it, like doing all
like
that.
organizing it.
Yeah, organizing it because I don't really care to do that. I just
it's for like news. It's for like media people because like we would use groups. So it's like if you're following like political candidates, you're like, okay, I need to segment them into like regions. So it's like this is Ontario, this is like Quebec. You know what I mean? And then you could filter. It's just easier. But like I guess the end consumer wouldn't really use it too much.
Yeah, no. I just want to see what's the memes going around in the world, and like that's basically world news.
Which is also kind of funny. Like you're like, oh, I just want to see the memes. Like we as a species, like as a collective group, I kind of feel like we don't want to hear the bad news. You know, it's sort of like we're watching Chernobyl right now, and I'm having a hard time watching it. Right? It's like I don't want to like see this. Like I want to watch things like House of Lies, right? But it's like we don't want to see negativity to the extreme. We don't want to see the reality of the situation, or else we'd all be caring about climate change. Because it's like we try and deaden our experience. You know, we all seek entertainment. Yeah, ultimately, you know, and then there's just like the small group at the top that's pushing things around. Yeah, you know, so it's like, why isn't climate change solved? It's kind of makes sense. Yeah, because I'm reading another book right now about this, like it's the Green New Deal or something like that. It's about like, oh, you heard of that?
No, I mean I knew about the Green New Deal.
I have no idea what that is. I just saw this book on climate change. I was like, oh, I'll read it.
That's what I think AOC pushed for.
Okay, so
sure. That's why I knew. Again, I in politics, so it's in the world of politics. That's why I know about it.
Oh, okay, cool. So like with that, it's like they're trying to adjust our actions towards climate change, but it's like at the end of the day, it's really the producers that can affect climate change, not the end consumer. So think about it like this, right? If you're this is why climate change is so difficult, right? Because like if you create a product that uses climate change, that like enhances climate change, all right, or you have like a green product, right? So like if you really want to stop climate change, you just take away the ability to use products that support climate change. Yeah, right. So like if instead of giving consumers like 10 options, just give them one option, and then your climate change is will be solved. Yeah, right, because it's like, okay, so like if these cause climate change, just don't use them anymore, and then here you go, and then we'd all be like, oh sweet, like, you know, we're fixing the problem. But the problem becomes, then you take away the ability of capitalism, then you become more socialist, right? Because then you're like, you're forcing the business producers to follow a certain thing, so you have like totalitarian governments. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like if the government's so strong and they're like, you can never use any climate change related material to create products anymore, and then we're like, okay, cool, but then that's a total system of governance where it's like you have no more freedoms. Yeah. Right. Right. So if that is the solution, it almost makes sense why we had kings back in the day, because the peasants couldn't make the decision. It's the ruler. Yeah. The only issue is who's going to be your ruler. Yeah. Right. And that's why we'll never solve it, because we want our cake and we want to eat it too. We need to be ruled in order to solve it, but we don't want to choose a single ruler. Right? The paradox. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's a whole different world. I don't know. They all make these, what do you call those? Like that Paris Climate Agreement, or like.
Yeah, but like still you have the ability. So even if you make the climate agreement, right, you still have the option of supporting climate change with your products. Yeah. I mean, like using oil still, like you still have that ability, right? So you can sign the agreement all you want, but it's like you
have to follow through with it.
And yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, too much freedoms. Anyways, that's not what we came here to talk about. I was just thinking about it. Okay, so Mandalorian, what do you think?
I'm liking it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Score? Let's treat it like a movie. Score it, review it, score it again.
Based on the first 3 episodes, I mean, I don't know, 8, I guess.
Wow. Okay, 6.
Okay.
Okay, so why do you like it so much?
I don't know. I just like it.
I find it like bland. Like I like it because of the nostalgia of Star Wars. So I'm like, oh, cool Star Wars. But like as a story itself, I'm kind of like,
Well, especially after the 3rd episode, I don't know where it's going.
Oh, with him like getting back young Yoda. Hashtag young Yoda.
Yeah, baby Yoda. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but what do you think about like the lack of talking?
I kind of like it.
Okay. Well, what do you think about like the fight scenes? I find them kind of like comic-y and like clunky.
Yeah, it feels like more like the old Star Wars.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I think that's what's giving me an issue. I'm like, it's so like...
Yeah. I kind of like the latest one where like the whole bunch of the other ones. I was just expecting them to show up.
Oh, the other Mandalorians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to protect them.
I like... The thing I really like about Mandalorian, the show, is like the culture of the Mandalorians. Yeah. So that to me is cool. But I mean, like the actual show itself, I'm like,
right.
It feels like the old Star Wars.
Yeah, I think that's what it's meant to do, I think.
So from that perspective, like, yeah, it's good, but simultaneously it's like, I feel like we've evolved. Like even the fight scenes are very slow. Like if you look at the newest Star Wars, like those lightsaber battles are amazing.
Yeah.
But it feels like they didn't do that for the show. You know what I mean?
But they're lightsaber guys. These are not.
No, right. But like remember when they did the hand-to-hand combat scene when he was like...
Yeah.
And it was just like,
yeah, but I don't think these are like, I don't know, like what, I don't know what basic, I don't know a lot of information behind like like what their culture is or anything like that, but like I wouldn't match them with Jedi Masters.
Right. Okay, I feel that. Yeah, they kind of remind me of like Halo ODSTs.
Yeah.
Right. Like everyone's like a Halo. Like everyone's
a Spartan,
they do.
Right?
Yeah, they're Spartans.
Yeah. That's true. That's funny.
And then they get to like upgrade their armor and stuff. I wonder if that's where like Halo got its ideas from. You know what I mean? Like the creators, like, oh yeah, Jango Fett.
Right. I mean, they all learn from
each other.
Yeah. Like there's people's influenced by different things, and then that kind of wants them to write their own kind of story.
Yeah.
Based on their own influences. So it depends, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Where do you think? You think we're gonna see a Jedi in it?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Isn't it weird that Baby Yoda, is a Jedi? Well, he's using the Force, and it's kind of like, what?
Well, they're like, I think I was like reading a bunch of these things about like the Yoda species. There's still no name for them.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. So they call them the Yoda species or something like that.
Okay. That was clever. Yeah.
And then it's like they have so we know the spectrum of light and dark. So the way that they are like evolved, they're more inclined to the light side. So that's why they have the Force ability.
Oh, that's cool.
That's why they're like that.
But like Yoda in the latest Star Wars episode, I guess episode. It's like a movie, but they're like episode 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever. He was talking about like being gray, like no light and dark, but it's like embracing your dark. Did you ever watch the last couple episodes of Star Wars Clone Wars?
No.
Okay, so
that's my plan to do with this Disney Plus. Watch all the Clone Wars.
Okay. Oh, well, all right. There's a lot of Clone Wars, but
I know.
The last like 4 episodes are amazing because like Yoda goes into his mind and he faces his dark evil side because like he has to like transcend or something like, to unlock his powers and whatever.
Okay.
So like he faces the dark side in him and then he's like trying to battle it and he's like, spoiler alert, I can't defeat it. So he absorbs the darkness inside of him. He's like, why am I trying to fight you? You are me.
Right.
And then that's why in the latest Star Wars movie, it's like, it's not about good versus evil. It's about like balance. You need to bring balance to the Force.
Okay.
Interesting, right? It's a cool perspective on it.
So the other thing I was reading about with the Yoda species is nobody knows where their homeland is. And Yoda never told anyone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
because they're like a peaceful type of people.
Is this show going to affect the next movie though?
I don't know.
Because it's like,
I'm not sure if it's going to connect or not.
Because it's like, are we just going to lose the idea of Baby Yoda? Like, what's going on?
It might be. It might come. Who knows? I don't. I have no idea.
Maybe that's like episode. Like they're setting it up for like the next trilogy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't. That's why I'm just interested. Yeah, the thing I guess what attracted a lot of people or shocked a lot of people was having young Baby Yoda.
True. Yeah. True. That is pretty cool.
I didn't expect that at all. So.
But all right. So what do you like better? Do you like the movie or the show better?
Oh, and better in
like do you remember the recent movie?
Yeah,
I thought it was trash.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
that wasn't that good. Yeah,
right. Like,
yeah.
So, like, do you think they can redeem it if you go show versus movie? Because you have more options for stories, and then you can like evolve it over time. It's sort of like what's better, watching an hour and a half long movie or watching a series of an hour and a half long movies like Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like Game of Thrones is like a series of movies.
I guess, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, they're all different in their own aspect, I guess.
It's true. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. All right, so I guess my better question is, do you prefer movies or like shows?
I like shows.
Yeah, I feel like it's more robust, right? Because like you have to wait so much longer for like a movie to come out.
Yeah.
Like imagine if Witcher, and you can't tell the best story right with an hour and a half, or even let's say 3 hours. Okay, that's two episodes. You know. Like,
yeah. Like that shows for me it's more about like I'm in the world longer.
Yeah, totally. But the only problem is if you stay too long in the world. You know what I mean? Like a show needs to know when it should end.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why I love those like 26 episode long shows where it's like this is the whole thing. That's it.
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about like something else, but yeah. I guess so, yeah. But in general they're technically like that, right? Like a lot of the HBOs are like each season is about 10 episodes.
No, but I mean like Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop. It's all just like one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like 24 episodes and we're done. You know.
There's not a lot of those, but
yeah, there aren't a lot of those, but like I prefer that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
So is this your favorite Mandalorian so far?
It's the only Mandalorian I know, I guess.
No, Boba Fett, Jango Fett.
I don't know much about. Like I forgot about them. Their stories.
Okay.
Again, I don't really know too. Again, I'm enjoying the journey, I guess.
So Jango Fett is the original Mandalorian. Well, there's a bunch of Mandalorians, but like they make clones of. Actually, I guess it's better to put it like this: the Mandalorian. So Jango was a Mandalorian, and then they made the stormtroopers off of Jango. And Boba is his son.
Yeah, his son, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then this guy is just like a random Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think of the new armor when he switched it up?
That looked cool.
I was kind of like, I like the ruggedness of the old armor.
I get it. I mean,
it's like too shiny. You know what I mean?
Oh, I like it. It makes sense. But what are they doing with the
armor? Yeah,
like what is that?
It just like powers up. Like he gets like an upgrade. Like you're getting an upgrade in this character right now.
Okay.
You know, it's literally that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
You know, because they gave him a new weapon. Remember, he's like, these are the Whistlers or whatever.
But didn't they say like this is gonna also help the people or help their people? Like I don't understand that. Some of the money is not all the money was used, or like.
I don't know.
I didn't get that.
It's weird. Jon Favreau, right?
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect that it was him who wrote it and directing these things.
You know, it'd be really cool if it got more like plot twisty, like more like a Game of Thrones style. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's always the first season. Like they need to know they can't go too crazy yet.
Right. Well, actually, Game of Thrones did that though.
No, because that was already a book, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. And so the market was there.
This is also something new for Disney, and they kind of don't want to, like, they want to see it be successful first, then they can do these sort of things.
Right. That makes sense. True. Yeah. It's weird how that happens, though. You gotta like really hedge your bets.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta really like be pragmatic in the beginning. You know.
Yeah, you're not too sure something's gonna work.
But I mean, at the same time, like Witcher got signed on for a second season, so it's like, what does that mean?
Yeah, maybe that was done really well. Sometimes you know, and sometimes you don't know if it's gonna do well or not, right?
True. Are you stoked for Witcher?
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. Yeah.
Do you think we'll ever, like with the space car, like I wonder,
Space car?
like sorry, not space car, the SpaceX and the Tesla new car. I wonder if we'll,
Cybertruck,
yeah, I wonder if we'll ever like actually hit that space where it's like, it's very much like the Star Warsy future, you know?
I don't know. I mean, Star Wars is a mix of old and new, right?
But you know, like after watching Chernobyl, I'm kind of like, I can see that happening.
Mhm.
Like we're all gonna have to wear like armor to like protect ourselves from the radiation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
imagine if like something crazy happens, like we all start to have to wear armor and stuff and suits. I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how. You know, I don't know. Maybe maybe climate change will make us do that. Yeah.
No, yeah, for real, right? Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like we're gonna start wearing like different things to go out safely into nature.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but I guess we'll see. So, all right, after that score, did it increase or decrease?
It's the same.
Still 8?
It's not done yet, right? So that's the thing. Like sometimes, like for Game
Right,
of
right.
Thrones,
It
it's
might
like
not be done, but you're kind of like, do I continue with this?
yeah, I'm
or
continuing
not?
with it.
I guess because it's only once a week and they're only like 20 minutes per episode.
It depends, right? I mean, they haven't. This was 40 minutes long, I think. But it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't even notice it. I guess it like blew by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sticking with mine too. I'm going with 6. I might abandon this one. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But it sounds like you won't. So you'll give us the Mandalorian updates.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it gets all plot twisty, I'll jump back in.
Mhm.
But like, yeah.
Yeah. It seems like it is designed for like nostalgia feel. at the
Yeah.
moment.
Versus like I
The
don't
way
feel
it's
like
filmed,
I don't feel like there's anything that's like revolutionary in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
It feels like very throw. Even when he was like facing off against the rhino.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, it was like, it was like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when
yeah.
I was watching, I was like, oh, it's kind of like lame combat.
Well,
It reminds me of
because-
I know I said this to you like not on the podcast before, but like it reminds me of the old Mortal Kombat TV show.
Oh yeah,
You never
yeah.
saw that, but it's
No.
like
You're
so
saying
basically
that.
it was just like this. It was like a mini series of like using the Mortal Kombat characters. Do
Okay.
you remember that like really good one that they used? They created like the shorts,
one on
web
YouTube?
shorts. Yeah. Did
Yeah,
they
I
ever
remember
finish
those
that?
ones. I think so. Yeah, I finished that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if you did, but I finished that, I believe.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of that. It's like
Mm-hmm.
we're going to those like mini series things. Does Marvel? I'm sorry. Does Disney own anything else that might be coming down the pipeline that'll be interesting?
I mean, them.
Aside from like, all right. So they own Marvel, so I know there's like the Falcon movie coming out, show coming out.
Yeah, there's a couple
Bucky.
of there's a couple of those shows coming out. That and I think.
But like
there's-
aside from Marvel, is there anything else like
so
from
there is
Disney that they're talking
no.
about?
They were saying there is like a video on the Disney Plus explaining some of the shows that are coming
No way. Okay, cool.
of the Marvel, and there will be like cartoon ones as well.
Of Marvel.
Some of the cartoon ones will be there, and some of the ones they will be announced like having a show for those characters, and they will also be appearing in the movie.
You know that actually reminds me. Do you remember the '90s X-Men?
Yeah,
And I saw that was on there, right?
yeah.
That was a great show. I might jump back into that.
They have that. They have the Spider-Man.
They have the Spider-Man. Whoa, no
Yeah,
way. The Amazing Spider-Man, the one where it was like '90s, and then
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like, wow.
So
that's a
that
cool
was
vibe. I would
a-
check that out.
Yeah, so they have all those there too. So that was the thing with acquiring Fox. They bought Fox.
Okay.
So with
see,
that,
see them buying Fox. That's like
Yeah.
another example of them owning like a giant piece of the pie.
yeah. So they planned everything out. So they got Marvel. They got like they got Fox, right? And I think they got like some other ones, but like with all that added on, now they have like even a bigger. Well, buying Star Wars too, right? So with all that, they have like a huge collection. They already have a huge collection, and then they added more to it, right? by doing this. So there will be always something new coming out for that. And now that they own X-Men, so they can start making X-Men movies too.
That's really cool.
Add them into the world
of the Marvel that would be universe. So sick. Because like we're all wondering like what's gonna happen next with the MCU, MCU movies.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. They introduce X-Men. Yeah. Would you recommend Disney?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's still like too early in the game and just like wait a little bit more?
I mean, if you're into a lot of the nostalgia things from the past, I think it's good for you. It'd be good.
Okay, let's rank them. So we have Amazon Prime, Crave, Netflix.
Well, Crave is just for like Canada. Like we're mainly using HBO, so you can just say HBO.
Okay, so HBO, HBO, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Disney Plus. Rank them in your order. Go.
Best to worst. Best to worst or worst to best? I'll do worst to best.
All right, fine. I like how I said best to worst, and you're like, I'm just gonna flip it.
I'm gonna flip it. It's just easier to start from the low end.
Okay.
I would go low end is Prime.
Yeah, I agree.
But I do watch a lot of stuff from there.
I've never touched Prime.
Yeah, so there's quite a few shows that I did like.
Is there any other streaming services? I heard about this box. This might be illegal. So
IPTV, you're talking about?
Oh yeah.
That's technically illegal.
Okay. Somebody said that, and I was like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, you can watch any movie that's in theaters." I'm like, "What?" I thought it was the thing that Joe Rogan was talking about, where it's like you pay like $4,000 a month or something like that, and you can get or $400 a month, you get like every movie.
You're not paying $400 a month. You're paying one time $100 and get a box that does all that.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like it's technically the gray area, but it's also
don't do it.
I think it's technically illegal.
I'm not too sure. I just heard about like what technology's crazy now. Anyway, so okay.
Yeah.
So rank them.
So Prime is at the bottom end.
Cool, I agree.
What was the other ones? What do I have left? Disney Plus, HBO, and
Netflix.
This one is tough because I really like HBO. I think okay, so like with what's available to watch, I'm gonna stay Disney Plus.
Is the third worst?
Is the third one.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. But it's like it's not like the worst, but it's like, just out of those three, you gotta kind of pick something. Then I'll say Netflix and then HBO. That's how I like it.
Okay. So worst is Amazon Prime.
Actually, we've got to add Apple TV in there. I forgot about that one.
But we don't have it though, so
I do have it now.
Oh, really? Okay, so I've never seen it. So where would you place Apple TV?
Okay, so that'll go. I will say right now with the type of content that they have, I'll put Apple TV still has a lot to grow, so they'll be at the bottom. Then Prime.
Okay.
Then stick with the rest of it. Yeah. Disney Plus, Netflix, HBO. I just like the content in HBO right now.
Okay, cool. So from your perspective, if you have a low amount of money but you want the bang for your buck, get HBO.
Yeah.
And if you
HBO and Netflix, I mean, they're pretty good if that's the two you need to work with. Yeah.
And then just totally skip. No, like HBO is your number one, so like this is your go-to.
My personal opinion, though. Yeah, but yeah.
And then if you want to say like just don't even buy the Apple TV, sorry.
Yeah, well, it's technically free if you bought a new Apple product, so.
Okay, and then
that's up to you.
And then if you have a little bit of money left over, maybe look into getting Netflix, because you went HBO, then Netflix, and Disney Plus.
So HBO is, I think, a bit more expensive than Netflix.
Then Prime, and then Apple TV. Mm-hmm. Okay, mine.
If you go by price wise, Apple TV is the cheapest right now.
Because it's free. Is that what you're saying?
Not just free, even in its own.
Yeah, but it's also the last one on your list, so it's like, all right, just don't even bother. So you're going HBO and Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
If you got money, you got a little bit extra money, HBO, Netflix. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Fine. I'll go worst to best too. Worst. I don't even know about Apple TV, so I'm just gonna put Amazon Prime at the bottom.
Okay.
I'm just gonna totally disregard Apple TV because I didn't even know that was there.
Okay.
So
that's fine.
Amazon last. Then I would put. I would put I would put Netflix after Amazon.
Okay.
Then I would put Crave or HBO.
Okay.
And then I'd put Disney as number 1.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I know, totally different, right?
Yeah.
So if you have the money, I'd say go Disney.
I mean, actually, Disney is really good at it in his pricing point too.
I know, right?
They're really good in his price point.
So it's the price point, and like, see, like the thing about Netflix is like it's a bunch of my aunt said this is the best line. It's a bunch of movies you don't want to watch. So like, there's a huge option there, but there are only like certain good ones.
But the thing is, they're all the Netflix has been here so long that they are always releasing something new every week.
Totally.
So there's always something for somebody.
And there's like Hassan Minaj, there's like some good stuff on there.
Yeah.
But it's like,
but when you say
I'm talking about like there's so much.
Yeah.
But the actual quality of it is not very high. You can get some like really crappy shows on Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, no, they will do like the normal blockbuster ones. The one that you saw the trailer for. That's like those.
But the blockbuster ones are all on, the ones that I would watch are all on Disney now, which is like the Marvels and like Star Wars.
No, yeah, but I was talking about the one with Ryan Reynolds. Like they will release those.
Okay,
but like those are like not
one-offs. You know
no,
what
I meant like the same way. Like they will have the blockbuster ones, but like when they do those, they will be not like so many in 1 year, right? They'll have to do probably a couple a year.
Right, totally, exactly. So again, like there's a lot.
Yeah,
but there's more quantity over quality on Netflix.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so HBO, there's more quality over quantity on there. Like there's a lot of good shows. You know, Chernobyl's on there, Succession, Game of Thrones is on there. You can also find like really old school movies that are really good.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? The quality of their movies, even though there isn't that many, they're all really good.
Yeah.
So
that's why I like it.
So the quality's there, but the quantity's not.
Yeah.
And then Disney is just like
they have
quantity and quality because they have all like the hits.
Yeah.
So
the thing with them is now like this really affects.
The only thing you don't have is the shows,
yeah.
like the new shows, like this Mandalorian thing. It's like
see that's so I'm always looking for something new, right? So
right, totally.
That's why I put Disney where it is.
Right. But they have Simpsons too. Like Disney Plus has Simpsons.
Yeah, because
right. So that's what I'm saying.
Right?
Quality and quantity.
Yeah.
Like they have both.
No, I know they have both now, but the thing is,
and the price point too is great.
Yeah, the price point is really great. This is gonna really affect Netflix, I think, though.
Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because right now you can see that there's a bunch of things that they're losing in the next month, like that they're going to be airing. Or so that'll be like interesting to see what happens, because Netflix used to be like for kids generally, right?
Right.
Like when now you do have Disney Plus to kind of worry about.
Exactly. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
So this is their first time with an actual like competition, right? So let's see how this really goes.
Yeah. Totally. So to reiterate, from Vish's perspective, if you got some cash, go HBO.
Yeah.
And then if you got a little bit more cash, go Netflix. So you can get both of them.
Yeah.
For me, it's Disney Plus and HBO. So we're pretty close on the HBO one.
Yeah.
So I guess like the one, I guess if you look at like the average or the mean, it would be like just get HBO for now. If you really gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one. All right. So movies coming out next week, nothing?
I don't know. Nothing's been.
The Charlie's Angels one got so bad. I really wanted to see it. Man. I really wanted to see it. Got like 3 point something on IMDb. I just can't do it. It's just a waste of time and money at that point.
Right.
We need to watch Ford vs. Ferrari. So maybe we'll find time
that's
to do
another
that.
one I forgot.
Yeah. But all right. So stay tuned for next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Yeah.
I don't know. What else you want? Anything else to say?
Price point's $8.99
for what?
For Disney, right?
I think it's yeah.
$8.99.
For us,
yeah. So that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Till next time. Take it easy.
Peace.